you are ready to group them so that your plan will grab you.
I noticed that. Does it matter?
Number 3. Raise your right hand line. Next up is the population.
Can you turn the lights on?
I told you I'd turn them on, Joe.
Couldn't find the electric.
Back in there, down the Hey, it's like you guys are having a good time. I mean,
I see a lot of balloons down there.
John, will that thing compensate for the changes in the light?
It's my privilege to welcome you to the dedication of the Center Junior High School. We handed out the balloons when you first came in At first, we had thought we would hand them out at the end of the program, and we thought that might be a little bit too chaotic. So what we would ask you to do at this time is to perhaps hold them down so they won't distract the other people from seeing the ceremony. And at the end of the ceremony, we'll be having a balloon release. This time I would like to introduce school personnel, community members, and special guests who will be taking part in the ceremony today. First, band director, Mr. Denny Green, and the Cougar Marching Band. The Center Unified School District. Mrs. Artis Riley, board member. Mr. Mel Driver, board member. Mr. James Garrity, board member. Miss Patty Park, 10th grade student at Center High School. Patty will be our student speaker today. Dr. E. Robert Bagley, Superintendent of the Center Unified School District. Right Worshipful E. Arthur Haglund, Deputy Grand Master of Masons in California. And I'm Tom Wright, your school principal. This year, as many of you know, I'm serving as principal of two schools, the Center Junior High School and the Center High School. And you know, sometimes on one of those hectic days when I'm on my way running from one school to the other one to answer an urgent call for perhaps the fourth or fifth time, I think of an amusing little incident that happened one day. As I stepped outside of the school, a little boy was standing there. He had come with his mother, and he couldn't have been more than 4 or 5 years old. I didn't know him, but he knew me. And as I approached, he said, "Gee, Mr. Wright, how many schools do you own anyway?" I was reminded of that incident again a couple of Sundays ago in church by a story that the minister told. She told a story of a man who was stranded in a small Midwestern town on a weekend with no bus leaving until the following Monday. And on Sunday he decided that he would try to find his church and attend the services. So as he walked along the street, he met a small boy and he said, "Sonny, can you tell me where the Church of God is?" The small boy thought for a moment and he said, "Well, Pastor Jones has a church about 2 blocks down that way, and Preacher Smith has a church a couple of blocks the other way." Then he thought some more and he scratched his head and finally he said, "Mister, I just don't think God has a church in this town." The point of the two stories is that from the eyes of little children, everything belongs to somebody, someone. The schools, though, don't belong to any one person. They don't belong to me, or the teachers, or the superintendent, or the school board. They belong to the community. They're yours and mine. They're our schools, and it's great to see you out here today to help us dedicate another of our schools. A part of the dedication ceremony will include the time capsule. The time capsule will contain various articles and information about our school, our community, and this time in our society that we think will be of interest to those who dig it up 20 years from now on October the 1st. The actual burial of the capsule will take place one day next week. It'll be buried by the school flagpole, and the granite marker you see here in front of me will be placed over it. The items to be placed in the time capsule are displayed on a table in the cafeteria here for you to examine at the conclusion of the ceremony today. And at that time, we also invite you to tour the new school, to become familiar with the grounds, walk through the rooms, enjoy some of the refreshments provided in the cafeteria by the cafeteria staff, and just generally enjoy yourself and make yourself at home. At this time, it's appropriate that we should take a look at a bit of a history of our school district. I've been asked the question just a few minutes ago. The lady from Channel 13, Gay Yee, was asking me, is this a new district? You know, it's been around a long time, and a lot of people haven't heard of us, but we've been here since back in 1862. In 1960, the Center Joint School District's Mothers Club researched the history of what was then known as the Center Joint School District. The history book that they prepared has the following notation inside the front cover. It says, in dedication to the Center Joint School District Parents Club, on behalf of the officers and executive board of 1960, we present this book for the purpose of reporting past history and future events and efforts of teachers and parents working together for the development of a closer relationship between the home and the school. I'd like to read the following passage from the introduction to that book. It says, in or about 1860, a census was taken from Rockland to the Sacramento River. The results showed the need for school facilities. Through the efforts of many prominent men in the area, a school was built under the supervision of the newly formed Union District of Placer County and Sacramento County. This one-room building was adequate housing for a range of 4 to 20 pupils from 1st to the 8th grades, and one teacher. The fluctuation in enrollment was due to the older students that were required to remain on the farms and or the ranches to help during the harvest season. And school was in session, get this kids, school was in session 12 months of the year. In 1882, a 12 by 24-foot addition was constructed for the definite 17 students, and approximately 3 years later was again enlarged to accommodate 52 pupils. The name Union District was changed to Center Joint Union District because of its central location